Hello all, and welcome back to the composition course, the 100 course, the composition primer. It's your instructor, Cody Weinman. In this lecture, we will be studying more of syncopation. But first, we're going to review again. In the last lecture, we went over suspensions, which are notes that get tied to other notes that are over the bar line. That's most common. And we talked about even note suspensions, which basically means the even beats in 4/4 time, or the even beats in another time signature, get the stress where normally the odd beats, the 1 and the 3 in the example below, get the stress normally. So it's different to our ears. That's the review, and now we're going on to syncopation number 3, other types of syncopation. Include offbeat syncopation. This is one of the most common types of syncopation, in that the beat can shift as little as a half a beat to make it fall on an and or an offbeat rather than the on beat. Pictures are on the next slide. Basically, if you go to the next slide, you have an example. First measure, you have quarter note followed by eighth note, and then eighth note bumps everything over a half count, which makes the quarter note fall on the and of 2 rather than the on beat of 2. And then you have another quarter note that takes up after 2 and 3, you have one that takes off on 3 and 4, and that leaves an eighth note again at the end of the measure. So instead of ba, 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 you now have ba, 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 or something like that. Ba, 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 ba. That's what you have. And then you have a regular 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, going like that. And then you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. That and is really stressed at the end of the measure. So that is an offbeat suspension. In the next lecture, we will talk about, we will wrap up the syncopation and talk about any other syncopations, and I will also open it up to questions on this section on rhythm. If you have any questions so far, please consult the Q&A. Otherwise, I will see you in the next section.